Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Yeah, knock, uncover, state your business.
You wrote a fantastic piece, as you do, and I'm surprised it was not all in caps. Because, no kidding.
Almost.
The piece is terrified. It's time to fight the dictatorship. Perfect quote, Thomas Paine. These are these times that try men's soul. This statement reflects at least 81 million Americans' feelings today. We are physically sick, bewildered, despondent that American democracy is ending without a fight. And you said every decision Hitler made because the Supreme Court gave him the authority to do anything he wanted in Germany. Under German laws, they made it all legal. The U.S. Supreme Court gave Donald Trump and any future president the same power. As long as it is official, it cannot be considered criminal. So here we are, Malcolm. And by the way, great sense of history throughout your piece. But, you talk about anger, and a lot of people have been talking about that, and it sometimes can be your friend, right? You just say, I am certain you're most likely sick of the nonstop coverage that gives Trump's insane rantings a pass. I feel you. I want you to harness your fears, anxiety, shrouds of existential dread, dark clouds of political doom, and turn them into a singular force, anger. I want you to adopt a phrase from the Jedi Yoda, not as a warning, but as orders. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. And you said if you're like me, you're not just terrified, you're getting angry. Good. That's what I want to see. I want to see you not just angry, but angry. Nothing comes to you in life until you have adequately motivated to see the threats to your own survival. So I want you to harness that anger, which we're going to turn into action, reveal our hatred of what has happened, and arrange some political suffering from MAGA and give it to them hard. Talk to us. Talk to us about how these are good marching orders, by the way.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you quietly, and you have no clue just how furious I am right now. Mm-hmm. I am furious. This is one of the worst moments of my life. I'm over 60 years old, and I can tell you right now, it's almost equal to 9/11. It's the way it feels to me, the way I feel betrayed, the way I feel, violated to a certain extent. I grew up in Philadelphia, where we had the Declaration of Independence written, where the entire basis of the American system of government was debated and argued. That's where I'm from. And this is the week of July 4th, and we have the Supreme Court has decided that the President of the United States can declare himself King Donald I. Every safeguard ever put into place in the history of the United States was removed this week.
Yeah.
And why am I angry about that? Because there could possibly be no going back. Mm-hmm. The only way back is if the Supreme Court rescinds it, or if Joe Biden, as the new king of the United States, decides to order the Supreme Court dissolved and to order that done. Because there's nothing to stop any president from doing whatever it is they want. Mm-hmm. The system wasn't designed this way. The system has never worked this way. No one ever challenged this except Richard Nixon. And as of the 1st of July, 2024, he is exonerated. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He is the imperial president who can do anything he wants because whatever the president does is by law now lawful.
I hadn't thought of that. The Supreme Court just pardoned zombie Nixon this week. Yeah.
Repardoned him, I suppose.
You said, you write, many of us were waiting for someone to arrive to save America. Some of you think it will be Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Others believe it'll be someone else. But here are the facts, Jack. No one's coming to save us. We are the rescue party. And you echo the things that Joy Reid just said. There are people that make decisions for the Democratic Party because they have a blog post or a popular podcast, or they sit on MSNBC and pontificate all day. Ignore these people. They're nothing more than a media elite surrender monkeys. Remember, the only person coming to the rescue is ourselves. So let's organize. And I'm going to let you, I just want you to get your breath back, but let me just read you quickly. It's time to embrace the anger and the hate for those who have brought us this disaster upon America. Donald John Trump and his MAGA followers must be defeated resoundingly at the ballot box. They should never be allowed to show their faces in public again without being called out for embracing dictatorship. So you have a choice how to express your anger. You can stay home, dread the future, or get out and organize voter registration, pizza parties, drive people to the polls, organize early voting phone banks. We do not want a blue tsunami this year. We want a blue ocean of votes. As Reverend Al Sharpton said, are you going to be whining or winning? I choose to win. Now get to work. I just like that you dropped with an F-bomb at the end because I needed that. Oh, I needed Russell Honoré swore at us too.
Yeah, I heard he had, and so I practiced all morning dropping the F-bomb. I shouted at the dog every dirty word that I had.
Nice.
And he's confused because he voted for Biden. So, but let's be honest. I mean, I am harnessing my anger now. And one of my Twitter followers did have the common sense to say, Malcolm, we don't want to harness our anger and our hate and turn it into suffering. We want to turn that into resolve.
Yeah.
And so from this moment, I don't care who the nominee is for the Democratic Party.
Yep.
I don't.
Meaning,
if Joe Biden decides that he's had a great run and he's going to make Kamala Harris president of the United States, we're all with Kamala Harris.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't care who the nominee is. The other people, the other side, all right, which has now spent decades dismantling America. Steve Bannon went into prison laughing with Eric Prince, the head of Blackwater, saying that if the guards don't take care of him, they will be held accountable when he gets out. These people will have the authority to hurt you individually, to touch you individually in terms of what happens to your life, your children, your family, your future. And they have decided they're going to rule for themselves. Hitler did the same thing. The Nazi Party Supreme Court, legally, everything he did was legal. Go watch Judgment at Nuremberg so you can get an example of what Stephanie's father did in the Nuremberg trials. But guess what? We're not the good guys now. We're the target of their hatred. And if we don't stand up together, I remember that the Women's March in 2007. Not 2007. 2017.
Yeah.
And that appeared to be the moment that the opposition congealed and got together. And within a month, they dissolved into infighting. That time is over.
Yeah.
You
Malcolm,
better get together right now. I give you an option. Do it in groups of 5, no more than 5. I took it from the revolution, the committee of 5. Right? If you can't organize 5 people, get 5 people, then you've got issues. Get 5 people together, meet, talk. Find 5 people that didn't vote. Find 5 people that are upset about Palestine and don't want to vote for Joe Biden. Tell everyone the stakes. Yeah. Because Project 2025 is an attack on everything that you hold dear. And it ain't coming over 10 months, the dismantling the Department of Education, firing 2 million workers. It's coming over 180 days if Donald Trump takes president. This is the dismantling of 248 years of America, and none of you count in the way that they will rule this country. So you had better drop whatever your issue is right now and get on this. That's why my shirt says, "Don't give up the ship."
Yep.
All right?